The lab technician asked why my blood work matches a John Doe from 2019. I was just there for routine blood work, checking my iron levels. The technician, a young guy named Perry, had gone pale staring at his computer. That's impossible, I said. I've never been a John Doe, never even been hospitalized. He typed frantically. The markers are identical. Blood type, rare antibodies, even a specific genetic mutation. The probability of two people having this exact profile is basically zero. Where was this John Doe? I asked, my heart racing. Portland General, brought in after a car accident, severe head trauma, no ID, died 3 days later. I felt the room spin. That's not possible. I was living in Boston in 2019, working at a marketing firm. I have pay stubs, apartment leases. Perry looked uncomfortable. Ma'am, I need to report this. This could be identity theft or something else. Within hours, 2 detectives arrived at my apartment. They had questions I couldn't answer. How did my blood end up in a Portland hospital? Why did the John Doe have my exact genetic markers? They showed me morgue photos. The body was too damaged to identify facially, but the height and build matched mine. Same tattoo location, though the skin was too damaged to see the design clearly. I need to see my parents, I said, panic rising. The older detective exchanged glances with his partner. We've been trying to contact them. The address you provided doesn't exist. The phone numbers are disconnected. I pulled up my phone to call them, but the numbers were gone. Their contact information just vanished. My photos with them, gone. It was like they'd been erased. The investigation uncovered impossible things. My social security number was issued in 2020, not 1992 when I was supposedly born. My college transcripts were forgeries, though I remembered every class, every professor. My work history before 2020 was fabricated, but I could describe every detail of those jobs. Who are you? The detective asked. I don't know anymore, I admitted. The breakthrough came from the John Doe's personal effects. A damaged journal survived the accident, pages fused together by blood. The FBI's forensic team carefully separated them. The handwriting was mine. The journal detailed a life I didn't remember living, working as a researcher at a neuroscience lab, developing memory implantation technology, testing it on myself. The final entry, dated the day before the accident. Trial 47 successful. Complete personality and memory overlay achieved. Subject believes fabricated history completely. Motor functions intact. Cognitive abilities enhanced. Beginning field test tomorrow. I was the field test. The original me had implanted an entirely false life into my brain, then gone to Portland to observe. The accident wasn't supposed to happen. She died thinking her experiment had succeeded. But here's what terrifies me. If I'm the experiment, who am I really? The detectives found the lab, abandoned, but the equipment was still there. Hard drives contained hundreds of hours of video. Me, the original me, building the machine, testing it, creating the false memories I now lived with. In one video, she stared directly at the camera. If you're watching this, then I'm dead and you've discovered the truth. You're not real. You're a better version of me. Everything you remember is designed to make you happier than I ever was. The loving parents I never had, the stable childhood I always wanted, the friends, the relationships, all of it carefully crafted. But here's the thing, she continued. Does it matter? You feel real. Your emotions are real. Your experiences, even if implanted, shape who you are. You're not me anymore. You're who I wished I could be. The video ended with her preparing the memory implant. When you wake up, you'll be Sarah Mitchell, marketing executive from Boston. You'll have had a good life, better than mine. Don't waste it looking for a past that doesn't exist. I've watched that video dozens of times. The woman looks exactly like me but seems so different, sadder, angrier, broken in ways I've never felt. The authorities don't know what to do with me. I'm not technically the woman who died, but I'm living her life with someone else's memories. The original me has no family to notify, no one to mourn her except me, and I never knew her. I kept the journal, blood-stained and barely readable. Sometimes I trace the handwriting, identical to mine, and wonder who's really holding the pen. Am I her greatest achievement or her saddest goodbye? The lab technician, Perry, called last week to apologize for the chaos he'd caused. I told him he'd done nothing wrong. You gave me the truth, I said, even if I don't know what to do with it. What will you do? He asked. Live, I said. It's what she wanted. The original me died to give me this life. I can't waste it trying to be her. I still go by Sarah Mitchell. I still work in marketing. I still remember parents who never existed and a childhood that never happened. But now I also carry the weight of knowing I'm someone's dream of a better life, walking around in a body that's mine but wasn't always. Some days I feel like a ghost. Other days I feel more real than ever. The blood doesn't lie, even when everything else about me does.